You're back.
It's me and stuff.
Yep, with the bags on the floor behind you there. Yep. We're going on our quick shopping run. Today's going to be the hottest day of August. I think the high is supposed to be like 98. So, with a heat index of like 105 or something.
Yeah,
so,
we're staying in today.
yeah, we're not going to be doing much outside.
Yeah.
You were weeding the other day, but I was working, so.
Yeah, I was doing it yesterday, so.
Yeah. Got the air conditioning going, but we'll keep it off for a bit. But yeah, we're going to Walmart first, just our normal run. We only need a few things though, just a couple, maybe 3 things. And then dollar store, the Dollar Tree, because you want to see if they got fall stuff and some other stuff. So, you got your list? Okay.
Yeah, one day we'll go to get a cheap queen size mattress to put over at the mega shop.
Oh my. Yeah.
Put it over.
Yeah, back when I was renting the place, the sectional, I bought that, and the guy that was living there, I was like, didn't have a place to store it, and he was like, oh yeah, just put it in here, and I can put my mattress on top of it, and sure enough, it actually worked out. So we were thinking, yeah, that'd be a nice little setup, we could rearrange it for put the mattress on, and then when we're done, we can put the mattress up against the wall behind the sectional, or if it's light enough, put it up in the loft. So that's kind of what I was thinking there.
We don't need nothing really expensive, just something cheap. We don't need the box spring, we just need the mattress.
And then maybe like a pillow top,
Yeah, just a cheap one.
Yeah.
Or if the mattress is cheap enough and it doesn't have a pillow top, I can always buy a mattress pad, to put on top of it. But because I go over there a lot, Sibs, because with his schedule, sometimes he has to get up between 1 and 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I stay up, all day and all night. And it's taking a toll on me, Sibs.
Yeah.
So
She can't get a sleep schedule. Of course, I can't either.
no, I can't. And I get woke up a lot, Sibs, and that happened the other day, and I did something terrible, Sibs, and I snapped at him, because I'm keep getting woke up, and
I was sad.
yeah, and I didn't yell at him or anything, because I don't yell or argue or anything like that, but I let him know I was unhappy, so, because it was real early in the morning, and with my sleep patterns, I'll go to sleep, but I'll wake up,
Yeah.
and then I'll be up for a few hours, so I'll leave, that's why I go over to the mega shed now, because I would leave and go into the living room, come back in, and go back to bed like 2 or 3 hours later, and, of course, he still sleeps, so I didn't, still to stop all of that, I go over to the mega shed now, so I'm going to have to make it up to be like a spare bedroom. I wish we could do that at the house, but
Yeah, we got.
there's no, I wish we could, because I would turn that into a spare bedroom.
Yeah. Right now, that's what we were doing before. If you saw, we were unloading all the stuff from the top of the loft in the mega shed over there. All her stuff she brought from Pittsburgh. I'm trying to get it listed before Christmas, to sell, get her some money back. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can work on that a little bit this afternoon while it's hot. We can maybe list a
Yeah,
few
we'll
more
stay in,
things.
because I was out here, all day Sunday, I stayed over at the mega shed, because I wasn't feeling well, and I was getting headaches, and my shoulders bother me when I fell on it up in Friday. Now it's taking its toll on me. It's really bothering me, and I should not have snapped at him, Subs. That is not the right thing to do, and I was sorry I did it, and I told him yesterday, that I was sorry I did that. When you do something wrong, Subs, just apologize. And
But what happened initially, we watch our videos on the big screen, and sometimes I got to turn the volume up because, you got the different volume settings. If you're watching TV, sometimes they broadcast at a different volume. Watching YouTube, and sometimes their volume's low, so you got to turn it up. Watching Blu-rays, well, the volume's already up, you got to turn it down, and that's kind of what happened. I'm a big Star Trek fan, which again is still erratic. And it was pretty funny this past week at work. My assistant manager, who I actually get along with, versus the actual so-called manager, who's a buffoon, literally. I mean, that's probably a compliment for him, but he does not know jack. And he's the manager is one dragging me over whenever they need work done or to fill in or whatever. I'm the go-to guy. I've pretty much proven my worth. I'm going on a year coming up in Labor Day. It's coming up on a year that I've been at this job. Yeah, and I've proven my worth to the point where there's a tug of war between two different offices that I work at. I work at 3 total, but the main one I'm assigned to is, I've got training I have to get done. The manager over there is responsible for my work and this, that, and the other. But I'm dragged to the other office by the head manager because, either people aren't showing up or, he's in a crisis, and I get things done. Bottom line, even though we don't get along. And it's funny, coworkers have noticed that we don't get along, and they think it's this love-hate relationship. So he has me coming in at all crazy hours. I mean, I went in one morning at 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I have to come back in like another day. So she stays up all night because of the nights that I'm working. Now this week, it looks like it's more 8 to 5 type routine, but that's going to change next week. And the good thing is, I've contacted my contractor about the window project. That we're hoping to get that started the very last week of August, and I'm putting in vacation time for that because I need to. I mean, I don't want to have her left here alone with the contractors, especially when we got termites. I need to be here to kind of supervise to make sure they get everything out of there as they start the rebuilding process. And it's probably going to be a 2-week job, but I'm only getting a week to time off because, again, I'm needed. And of course, the low man on the totem pole, well, out of 20 people, I'm the lowest one. So everybody's got their vacation already booked. And luckily, one lady canceled her vacation for the last week of August, and I was able to jump on it before anybody else knew about it. So, but yeah, that's kind of what's coming up. So hopefully, we're talking about that. The Mega Shed kind of is already her she shed or our love shack sometimes. Yeah. So we're like, we can.
I spend more time over there, because he's at the house. Most of the time, I'm over there, cleaning and arranging stuff, and it's.
I mean, we're not having things kind of mellowed out. Of course, I got my blood work done, did that food review, and yeah, the Impossible Whopper. And you said you wanted to try that, or
No.
no? I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
Now, for you vegans, I'm not going to knock you, but I'll be honest with you,
No, I
I'm a
want
beef
meat.
guy. Yeah, we want meat.
No, I don't want a turnip patty. I'm sorry, subs.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense, but no, that's not for me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was not very good in my opinion. I was trying to be polite on camera, trying to give the most honest review of it as I could, but I'll be honest with you, I was not impressed at all. For $6, and if it was supposed to have bacon on it, I don't think it would have done much good for the flavor. But that's just me, because I'm used to
Did you have ketchup?
no.
Oh, maybe that's it too.
This was about as plain as you could get. There was no mayonnaise either. I mean, it was just literally
Mayonnaise
lettuce,
is dairy.
tomatoes.
That's artificial, but
Yeah.
being as vegan, I thought maybe they would have vegetables
That's
on it.
yeah, that's what they said. It was lettuce, tomatoes, and onions is all it had, and that mismatch of whatever they made a patty out of, and
And that
they call that a Whopper.
You hear me say cubs?
Cubs, your cub.
Yeah, a subs, whatever. But and they want $6 for that.
Yeah.
Really? No. I don't want a rutabaga burger. No. No. No.
$6. That damn thing better be loaded up with some bacon
And not radishes.
yeah, radishes,
No.
some rabbit food.
Something.
But, yeah, no, so that was not. I think that's going to go. I think what Jim Foreman mentioned that it's probably going to go the way of the buffalo.
Yeah.
Because
Real
I think
quick for $6.
yeah, I think McDonald's came out with
No.
something. He reminded me of that. It was a burger way back, and I remember it, and it was a flop. It was a big flop.
I don't remember. Well, I don't really eat at McDonald's that much. I like their fish. I'll go
Yeah.
there to get their fish sandwich.
Yeah, the fish
Oh,
is
that
really good.
reminds me. We need to go and get some. Go to that seafood store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what time they open.
we'll go there last because that's not. It's just a few blocks from here.
Yeah, it's actually not too far. Yeah.
Oh, these weren't here before. That's what I noticed. These
Yeah.
were over in the van.
Yeah, they're in the van because it made a lot of noise. So this truck is loud, so this kind of just sits there, and I got my Bill's lanyard and stuff. So,
So that's why I wasn't in the vid yesterday. Subs. Well, like I said, I was pissy and bitchy, subs.
yeah,
So I did the yard work that needed to be done, and I came out here and weeded, along the fence. I keep along this fence clean, and the weeds in my yard that all had to be done. And I think that's how I aggravated my shoulder. That and the leaf blower, because I do work around here,
Yeah.
subs. I keep it clean, but
and I didn't want to disturb her because I didn't know what was going on. So I'm like,
he didn't want me to pounce on him like a panther.
I was scared.
Subs. But I don't usually, once I let you know what's wrong, subs, I don't keep bringing it up. I just do it I just tell you that one time, and then I'll go off and be by myself. I don't keep like all day long because my mom used to do that. Oh my God, the McCune women, my grandma, all down to all her daughters, they all used to do that, subs. I mean, just harp on it over. I'm like, I want to think to myself, shut up.
Yeah.
But of course, you didn't dare say that, but
See, I'm not like that. So
I'm not like that either.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, God, don't ever let me get like that, but I'm not. Like I said, once I tell you what's wrong, then you get the silent treatment after that. But even when I'm telling you what's wrong, I'm not screaming at you. I'm not yelling and I'm not screaming, none of that. I'm just telling you what I think you did wrong, and then you get the silent treatment after that. But because I've learned over the years, the silent treatment is worse than yelling, because they don't know what to expect from you. So if you're yelling at them, well, they know. Oh Lord. But if you're quiet and you just think it did because I actually went to sleep. You know, because I can't lay on this shoulder because I'll lay on. You know how you lay on it the wrong way and then you get up and your arm is hurting, subs. And I mean, this was really bothering me. This and the headache. I think it was all, you know. And he was telling me he thinks it's all connected because, you know, of the pain. And then it went up into my neck. So, you know, he said I probably have some minor, you know, nerve damage, which has to heal on its own. This shoulder is never going to be the same again because, of course, I'm 60 years old. So you're not going to heal like you were when you were 20.
Yeah.
Those days are far behind me. So, you know, I just have to manage it.
And that's like me with my work. I mean, the physical abuse that I put on it this past year, you know, kind of proven my worth in a sense. Both my tendons, I'm going to talk to my doctor about that because I went for my blood work yesterday. Next Monday is the follow-up with the doctor.
Yeah,
And,
I'll go there this time. So.
yeah, and yeah, both my tendons and my elbows they're still aggravated. I think I may have done some damage to them. So, but you know, now things are kind of lightening up. But you know, at the same time, you know, with Christmas coming up, they're not getting any hired help. You know, when I got promoted, my job officially came open that I filled, you know, for the year, and they haven't posted it yet. And I'm like, you know, they need to get some. You know, we had one person in there, but she drove from like a town 45 minutes east, and then she got hurt on the job, and they had to let her go because it was within 90 days. So now we're critically understaffed, and that's another reason my assistant manager came over to the main office and was chewing out the main manager. I was laughing because he was like, "Hey, I need Richard back over here. When you gonna let him go? You know, he's got training he's got to do. I'm the one that has to answer for it. And, you know, this, that, and the other." And I'm like, I'm just laughing because I'm like, yeah, I'd rather go back to my assigned office. I get along. I mean, we're kind of a tight knit group over there, and again, I do the job. And when I'm not there, I mean, it takes a lot longer again to get what needs to be done completed. And I don't know, like I said, I'm kind of in this position where I'm a floater between 2 to 3 different offices. And I don't mind that, but at the same time, I'd rather be away from the manager because he causes a lot of unnecessary stress with not just me, but other coworkers. And so, yeah, like I said, my schedule's been so erratic, and it was starting to affect her with her sleep schedule. So it was kind of getting to that point where, you know, maybe we should probably convert that into another room, you know, just for time, you know, for a short period of time.
Yeah, usually whenever he has to get up, you know, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, because I would stay up and go wake him up, and then I can't go to sleep right away because I'm so used to being up, you know, that I have no sleep pattern now. You know, it's hard for me to go to sleep now or stay asleep because I keep waking up because I'm so used to being up. So, you know, I have to ease out of that. But yeah, you know, so. But no, subs, if you do something, just apologize.
Yeah, this is my girl. I want her to be happy.
Well, things happen, subs, in life. You know, like he asked me, am I happy? You know, the majority of the time I am. You know, but things happen.
Yeah,
you know,
that's just life.
But that most of the time it has nothing to do with him. It's just things that are going on, you know, day to day, you know, stuff. And like I said, over here we got to cut a lot of that, all that down.
Yeah.
Here.
That'll be a project probably by next weekend. My azalea on the corner, that's got to be trimmed so far back off of the house because the vinyl siding's coming off, the windows coming out, and there's termites somewhere from where the door is back towards the gate and up this direction. So yeah, this all has to be taken apart. Plus, I need to get insulation in the walls and all that stuff. So it's going to be a few $1,000s, and that's another reason I'm going to take time off because this needs to get done. I want to get this wrapped up. Half the house is done, the other half still remains to be done. So that's kind of what we're looking at. But anyway, we've talked a good bit. We'll probably just do this as a separate video, and we'll go ahead and head on to. We'll do Walmart first. We only need a couple things there, and then Dollar Tree, and then shoot on over to the seafood market, pick up some crab legs and some lobster tails. And we had some, but I think the freezer got left open by accident, and they got thawed.
There was a big box of chicken tenders in there, subs, and it popped the door. It didn't open it wide, but it popped it up about this much.
Yeah, just enough to.
and just enough to make stuff in there go bad. So we lost the crab legs and lobster tails from before,
Yeah.
but I'll just get more.
We figured maybe we'll celebrate when this project's done, because that was pretty stressful back when we were doing
Yeah.
that phase one. You were under a lot of stress, and I could tell she was getting into that mode, and finally it was getting wrapped up after what, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah,
It went on way too long.
That should have only taken maybe 9 days. But
He's got so many projects going on.
yeah, they kept pissing around, and I'm like, because I'm not used to that, subs. I'm used to. I don't like to wait on people because nobody has to wait on me. I mean, he waits on me in the morning, when I'm getting dressed and everything. But it's not like I tell him I'll be done in 10 minutes and I come out in an hour. Okay, that would piss me off. And see, I'd have drove off and left his ass.
Yeah.
But I don't do that.
And then what's her name? Old Footsie.
Oh Lord.
Cleaning the floors with her feet.
With her feet. Well, she can't clean nothing in there. Well, that's
This is my front
that's
office.
his office.
That's my office. So
I
you don't
never
have to
go
worry
in. I never go in there. So,
So that'll be kind of. I'll probably ask her for help, because I know it's going to be when the sheetrock starts hitting. There's going to be dust everywhere, and so. But that'll be later on. But like I said, that's a project here coming up real soon. So long as the contractor gets everything up to date on his projects he's got going on. He says he can work me in, so I'm like, all right, because this is the only time I've got. So we'll see what happens there. But anywho, we're gonna hit the road and enjoy the road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.